Stream says frozen.
Okay, so I am
We
at
should sync up our time.
I'm at 34 minutes exactly.
Okay, I'll go back there.
Sorry for that, stream.
Hold on. I will be there momentarily. All right, I'm there.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
All right, looking, and I'm gonna take the time controls down because I don't want any spoilers, as we will be slightly behind. Still not the Popo levels of 1-1. That, my friend, is true. Popo has only 2-0'd one series and 0-2'd one series and 1-1 to every other series. So, ain't that something? But yeah, probably just looking to play around these neutral objectives. What was it that you were saying while we were frozen on stream?
Oh, I was just saying. Well, you mentioned something about the Elder and then you cut out, so I just assumed you were going to talk about how really awesome that would be for Box to get.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I said.
So I went into all of that because, yeah, they have 4 dragons. But I've already talked to that. They don't want to hear that twice.
No,
Give us something new,
no,
Mr. Bimbo.
they didn't hear it because I'm the one streaming.
Oh.
You were talking to yourself.
Nice. As usual.
I'm sorry, you were talking. 8,000 gold lead here for the side of Lunchboxes of Doom. As we're nearing 36 minutes in this game. Juice Mioshin pushing out this bot lane. Aurelion's GA has come back up, but all of DP are now grouped. Gnar is going to be timed out with the Mega Gnar right now. So as we have 46 seconds coming up onto this Elder Drake, that would be massive for the side of Box, as Midnight Wisp was pointing out to. And then the Baron will be up within 20 seconds after that. Trying to play around Vision right now and secure it. In a straight 5v5, you gotta think if there's Mega Gnar to be dealt with, it's a huge Box win, but they gotta find those flanks and those picks. Otherwise, I think if OP is left unattended, it'll be really scary.
Yeah, DP just looking to pressure mid here. Try to keep them from going to the dragon spot. They're just kind of threatening taking their mid towers while they're doing dragon. I think it's good adaptation by them because they can't really just walk into the pit without getting engaged on. So they're trying to pull them away and then go and clear out vision.
Yeah, we are seeing the ADCs are hitting 300 CS right now. In the top lane, only about a 50 CS differential. Not as bad as we saw with the 70 at an earlier mark in the game. As Kingston pops this Predator to really go to this Elder Dragon, as they will start it up first. Box has no idea. They have no vision coming in here, but now they will. As Slaga spots them out with a pink ward. Going to be looking for engage right here as the Unstoppable Force comes over here, but Aurelion jumping onto the backline. They just evaporate OP, and Gert and Torpedo go down. Kingston goes down as well, and Bear Jr. dies as well in the midst of all of that. They get a complete ace. OP just ceased to exist.
Wait, was double penetration? Were they even there, or did they just? I didn't see them. I mean, I saw them and then I didn't.
It's because of Nocturne's darkness.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I think I had the Fog of War. That's what it had to be.
Vision glitch.
He just all got deleted.
Absolutely incredible. I need to watch that team fight again at the end of this game, regardless of the outcome. But a TP expended by both solo laners, one to go clean up the top wave, and then bot lane inhibitor going down and mid lane inhibitor going down. So Lunchbox exploding their 8,000 gold lead into a 15,000 gold lead.
Yeah, but they'll get Baron too.
Yeah.
With Elder, this should be a free Baron.
Should be a free Baron, but it seems like DP knows exactly where they're going to be going. Maybe try to contest right there.
There's no way they should fight that though.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
I mean, I'm just telling you what I think is going to happen, not what should.
For sure.
As they shred through this Baron, it's all the way down, and they have the Power Rangers recalls. Will they stop anybody? No, Bear Jr. doesn't have Q. Okay.
Getting out of the skin with the skin of their teeth, just by the skin of their teeth there.
Yeah.
Um,
So what do you do now if you're the side of DP? Because I'm pretty sure we all know you just group top as 5 for the side of box, and you just let your minion waves take care of themselves. What do you do if you're DP?
you really hope that Ruyon just disconnects and can't get his internet, pulls a straight up Eric and just leaves. Doesn't come back. You that's kind of what you got to hope for, I think.
What tangible things could they actually hope for?
I mean, I guess you just catch them like in situations where they're like if they can just catch Zyra Khan like they are right now, just as two. But I think Lunchboxes will play around that and just group and deathball and try to end the game. They've got to look for a pick as a 4v. I don't think they win a 5v5 at this point.
Yeah, Baron and Elder, as Juice Meowshin is going to get caught out right here, and Silence not able to do anything. The Ignite coming down. Gert taking so much damage, has to burn the Flash as well. Torpedo missing, takes 1 Q, and an auto attack, and it has to flash away with half health right there. Orion goes in, oh, and the amazing engage from Slugger right there. Piper is ISIS, 3 going down, 4 going down, 5 going down, a complete ace right there. Screw ending it through top lane. They just say we're just going to shove it down your throats. And that's 9-30 in a 40-minute game. Box doing what they do best with plot armor, and the 1-1 beats the Sivir Deathball comp.
Yeah. Just really well played by them. They took the game and they got ahead early and they snowballed it pretty effectively. Were able to fight for those neutral objectives really well. They had the 4 dragons early, then the Elder Drake. So just really well played by Box there, I think.
One thing I want to point out is Aurelion's crowd control score is 107, and the closest one to him is Gert with 35.
Wow.
Absolutely incredible. Going 11, 1, and 11, showing that he is truly number 1 on the Rift right now with 5 different ones in his scoreline. As we go to Damage Delta Champions, Piper dealing 35,000 damage in a 40-minute game.
Is the Nocturne ulti counted in the
Vision
in the
score?
crowd control score?
I'm sure it is, because it's impaired.
Yeah, that's really inflated. That's like, I mean, he's only got the fear as crowd control. Other than that,
Yeah, but hey, it's a score, and numbers never lie, right?
that's true. That's true.
So there you go. Piper actually outdoing his counterpart in Vision score, so actually picking it up from where he had it last game. So maybe Vision wins games. Maybe that's what we're seeing.
Could be the case.
But it's not the case because Popo has a really great Vision score and they just won every series. So who are
Same
you?
with NTA.
Who? Yeah, y'all have the most. Who are you looking at for your MVP this game from the side of Box?
Oh man, it's actually really tough to pick. I think Piper did well staying and putting out a lot of damage. I think Orion did well getting out of the backline as Nocturne and putting out a lot of damage in that regard. And then there were honestly some really clutch engages by Slaga and Juice Me Ashen that were just really good. So I think that's just a really good team play game by them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm biased towards the ADC, but like I think that you can make an argument for any member of the team, honestly.
I feel like the only one you can't necessarily make an argument for, though they did their job very well, not being the only person to not die in the entire game, was the Gnar in the top lane, but kind of just being a neutralizing agent on the field for Bear Jr., not allowing Bear to ever get to a point to where he could just solo kill Zaruto and put the Gnar really far behind in a lane that we said was a little bit disadvantageous. Piper dishing out so much damage, had the most gold in the entire game. Slaga with some amazing engages for the side of Box. Juice Meowshin having some good TP plays as well. And then Aurelion with the counter ganks and the undisputed best crowd control score. But I think if I want to narrow mine down to 3, it's the bot lane and Aruyan.
Yeah.
22 kill participation for Aruyan with 1 death, 27 out of 30 for Piper, and 28 out of 30 for Slaga. Also, only 5 deaths from the bot lane as well. So I think it's going to be really, really hard to kind of narrow it down for who you want to choose for MVP. But we'll make that poll right there and try to, find out who you think is the MVP. As we should get a poll going soon. Hold on. Strong.
Yeah, just really hard to choose. Everybody on the team, I think, played well, did their job, and I mean, like you said, great engages from Slaga, great damage output from Piper, and great map control from Aruyan. All good arguments to be made for each member. So I think that if you don't win the MVP on box, you shouldn't necessarily feel sad.
You should
all
cry.
played well.
Is what he's saying. I'm making the poll as it is right now. Alright, so go vote in the poll right now. Choose it. I'm having a very hard time even deciding about my vote. I have not currently voted yet. I'm almost narrowed it down to 2 between Elliot and Slaga, or Aruyan and Slaga, just because in the mid lane fight where we were questioning how much damage he was going to get off in the back line, Aruyan got that massive triple kill even with the back line going down at the beginning of that fight. So it's really tough.
Yeah, mine went to Slaga that time. I agree. I think that his clutch engages and just playing the lane really effectively. Even though it did go down at level 1, a little mishap, but that's beside the point. I think that his engages set up the rest of the team to be able to succeed in fights. So
yeah, as did mine. I ended up deciding on Slaga, and as of right now, it is a 9-1 vote with 12 people in here, so we will call it. So the first game MVP went over to OP.
Yep.
And the second one went over to Slaga, so our ADC and support. So if y'all wouldn't mind joining us in the Player of the Game interview chat, we would greatly appreciate it. And all we're waiting for is the captain of Box.
Hey, thanks for casting.
Hey, thanks for playing.
I tried. I was just running around mindlessly because I'm fucking tired.
Yes. The good old mindlessly fucking running around.
It's a good old excuse.
No, not an excuse. I mean, I played Brain Dead Champions in ranked for that same reason.
Nice.
Bears quiet.
You calling Garen brain dead? Yes.
Yes.
Very much so.
Yeah.
All right, and we are joined by Grant.
Can you click Q?
Yeah.
Dude, against Gnar, that's so cancer.
Yeah, maybe you still thought you were playing Garen on Earth, and you just thought you could spin E the whole time. No. Okay, so we are joined by both captains and both MVPs. Great series from both teams, 1-1 split. If you have any questions in chat, please type them now. I'm going to start over on the side of DP. I believe now with going 1-1, your playoff hopes are
slim to none.
Yeah, very slim to none. You'd have to 2-0 and get a lot of help.
If we 2-0, there's a 66% chance we move on, is what I think I calculated it at.
So what you're saying is that your chances are like Sex Panther. It's 66% chance working every time.
100% of the time.
Yeah, okay. But
yes, correct.
So I guess going forward, I guess it also depend on like what the other teams do and when your game is in relative to that. But were y'all going in here with the mindset of the 2-0? And now that you came away with the 1-1, what's your mindset going into next week?
No, we came in with the mindset of trying to 1-1 them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a
classic box series.
that's
Yeah,
an
we just
interesting
wanted to be like,
mindset.
all right, let's just get one win and then just let them feel good about themselves in the second game, and then we'll come back next
Oh
week
man,
strong.
dude, good plan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a really interesting thing, especially when you knew you needed a 2-0. But no, what's your mindset going forward now that you didn't grab that 2-0, heading towards a still slightly potential playoff push?
My mindset's pretty much the same as it was. I'm gonna practice like as hard as I can, and then just smash the next team into the ground, but just go 1-1 again.
Well, we're going to Popo, so I mean they can throw really easily.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Ropo.
Thropo, yeah. There you go. Oh man,
Post throw.
that's good.
I love it.
We're
But
gonna
no, I
hope
mean,
the next
I think
team
we just gotta
forfeits.
grind it out this week in order to. Because I feel in that second game we had a decent comp, but we just didn't perform it well enough, to say the least. And there was
For
some.
real though.
Fox definitely had some really good plays there, and that set us behind into a downward spiral.
I have a question for the lunch boxes that are present.
Yeah.
So while we're talking about mindsets, what was you guys' mindset kind of coming into the second game after you dropped the first game?
All right. So after the first game, after I said, guys, why the hell did we dive that mid turret? That was stupid. I threw my headset on the ground and went to take a piss to clear my mind because I had to.
Your mind is in your bladder.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. I think with my peen. All right. So anyway,
Hi, I didn't know Sivan was joining us for this interview.
did we already? All right, never mind. So
That's General Chris to you.
Oh my
so
god.
we just kind of refocused ourselves, and I took over pick band for game 2, even though it looked about the same.
Yeah. So what I do is after I lose a game, I actually practice some mindfulness meditation stuff.
You
I've
lose
learned
games?
Huh? Yeah, I
You
lose
lo-
games.
It doesn't happen often.
I've never lost one.
Yeah. Well.
I don't know. What's it like?
yeah.
Bear Jr. never loses a game. It's just his nexus explodes before he can take theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just I usually just I mute myself, and then if I need a little more time, that first game was pretty tilting for me, because even though I played decently well, I just we didn't perform. So what I do is I'll just mute my mic, and just do some breathing exercises and really just recenter.
I do the same thing. You're doing Hamon breathing right there from
Yeah.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Of course.
Jojo. So
Sometimes muting your mic's a huge thing too. Sometimes you just gotta sit down and fucking focus, because
yeah.
saying stuff will throw off your clicks a lot if you don't realize it. But communication's key, but sometimes mechanics are more important than communication.
So, a question for OP and the side of DP. The Lucian game was absolutely phenomenal. Mouse Cop was wetting themselves on the desk. We had to clean up in between game 1 and game 2.
That.
But why the Sivir pick instead of the Lucian in game 2? What was the thought process behind that? And then also, I guess they kind of focused y'all in the draft, so this will be a 2-part question. One that's answered by DP first, and then Box in your preparations for game 2 draft.
Okay. Well, in game 2, we kind of figured we would shift focus because, the Lucian Braum lane, bot lane is just stupid. And the Braum was picked there because he's so good into Ornn. You basically stop the only thing that Ornn needs to do is land an ult, and you stop that. And so, that really always helped. And Garrett's a beast on Braum. But then, so Braum was banned, and so we kind of went with a more run at you comp, which is what worked in the previous week, because we got the 2-0 doing that same thing.
Until we ran into feathers.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, the idea was kind of that run at you comp, and Sivir with just crit
feathers.
late game does really well, but I got set behind early, and we all kind of got set behind early, and yeah, and then I died a lot, so didn't work out.
It was one of those team fights where if we got to Xayah first, we might have had a chance, but if we don't, we instantly die. So it's just like we didn't get to Xayah.
Yeah. But that was kind of the idea behind that.
Yeah, it was basically
something
just
we'd done before. that
bum rush
worked, but yeah.
Piper when he gets out of position, but
Yeah.
he played in position that game, so there was nothing we can do.
Okay, and then
That
on the
game.
side of Box, what was your draft prioritization in banning like the Skarner out, but still going for the Xayah Rakan bot lane?
So
Oh, you go Pipes.
yeah, so since I actually did this, I could answer this. So literally what I said was when I got to the second round of drafts, I'm like, fuck Skarner, I don't want to get flash ulted again. That was bullshit.
I 100%. I thought it. I didn't say it on the stream, but I 100% thought that because that's kind of what necessarily like they won the game off of that.
Like,
and I was like, he totally doesn't want to
I
happen.
jammed the R key as soon as he hit flash, and
Yeah.
it did not respond, and I was so mad.
Yeah, I did mention that it had to be like frame perfect, like because if he flash R's and buffers it right, like it's nearly impossible for you to actually react to.
So I was just like, God damn it. But so game one, I was like, Braum cucked us. We have to get rid of Braum. So got rid of Braum. Xayah Rakan because I love Grant. And then Lissandra because Evan performs really well on that champion. It offers a lot of CC and decent wave clear, decent AoE. And then I was like, Nolan, what do you want to play? And he's like, Gnar sounds good. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
And-
our resident Gnar enthusiast, Guy Fieri, said it was going to be a very tough lane. Good luck, Nolan. And luck found Zowworldo, as he was able to stop time and stop Bear Jr. in the top lane from just running him over like he did in the previous game.
Yeah, I gave up on trying to kill Gnar. That shit's like too hard. You just
But
have to like flash all in him at level 1 or 2 before he gets his jump.
Yeah, but the run at you comp, if it were any other AD carry other than maybe Ezreal, would probably work. Except every single time you ran at me, I had ulti,
Yeah.
so I just ulti, feather, recall, dead.
Yeah, and I just couldn't do any damage because I had a Lissandra Nocturne on me, and I
Yeah,
just died instantly.
yeah.
Yeah, which dive bro
Any
scored
sword
more?
to-
Works on one ability.
I think
Dude,
if
I
I
gotta
went,
say, Nocturne ult makes it really easy for Rakan to engage. You guys can't see me.
I think if I had gone for Predator Garen that game, like honestly, like it would have been much better, so we could actually get to Xayah. And because I didn't proc Undying, like I proc'd it like twice on Gnar, and then that was it. So I
Yeah.
probably healed like 200 health that game.
Let's go check that out.
We have a stats page.
Yeah, I think. Well, Rune.
Well, it'll show my healing from other shit too.
Total healing done is 442.
That's awful.
Nice.
But you're Garen.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
From Grasp of the
Well,
Undying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty bad though. Still, like 400 from your keystone. Like that's. I should have just gone Predator and then ran it at you.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
Conqueror, Presti Tech, anything else would have probably been better for that.
That's one
Press
thing
the
everyone
attack
can do
sounds terrible.
is check their keystones after the game, make sure they're actually being useful.
Yeah.
So-
I don't think we have any questions from chat since it's dead.
Nice.
Thanks for watching, people.
Yeah.
Oh, they watch. They just don't talk in chat. It's crazy.
Yeah, I absolutely love our chat. I don't know what you're talking about.
Screw you, chat.
Yep. Apparently I'm dead. But you're a moose. So, okay. For all of us here at the Not So Lively broadcast crew, I am Minbung. That was Midnight Wisp. Thank you so very much. Come back tomorrow for our triple header to end the Week 8 matches. We have PBV versus NTA here at 8 p.m. Eastern on PMA LCS. Match of the week, in my opinion. Also, the exact same time on PMA SGN will be They Are Here versus Sin Nudes, looking to play spoiler to They Are Here's playoff hopes and secure their first win. And at 9 p.m. Eastern, an hour later on PMA LOL, we will have Long Anime Schlongs trying to give it to the Ocean Z girls. Not quite entirely sure what was so funny there, but it's okay. We're just going to move on like nothing happened. And we will see you back here tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so very much, and have a great night.